How's it going, folks? Voodoo Stache here. One thing I see with a lot of my overhead athletes is difficulty in their T-spine. T-spine is at upper back. If we've got poor posture, we'll probably usually have a rounded upper back. If you have a rounded upper back, your shoulder mobility is not going to be that great. You're not going to be able to rotate very well. So one thing we want to do is we want to get better at extending through that T-spine, freeing that upper part of your vertebrae up, allowing those shoulders to move properly. So one way that we can practice that, very simple, looks like we're not doing a lot, but we really are, is this little supine T-spine extension drill. You're going to begin here on your tummy. You're going to think about a few things. One, you're going to think about that rib cage coming down, the pelvis coming forward, these obliques are turned on, your butt cheeks are turned on. From this position here, I'm locked from here down. You are only going to work from right about here, from about the middle of your back up to your head. And your goal here is to slowly stack one vertebrae up at a time. So I'm gonna have my hands behind my head. I'll just keep one so you can see my face still. From this position here, I'm rib cage in, I'm locked in place, everything's solid. I'm gonna start picking things up from my head, middle of my back, as far as I can go, as far as I can. Now, I can do this and use my lower back. We're not looking for lower back in this one necessarily. You're only working from about the middle on up. So I'm only gonna come right about to where my ribs are totally pressing the floor. From that position there, I'm gonna look up, look up, look up. I'm gonna lock in right there, and then I'm gonna slowly control each of those things down. If you look here, my T-spine is extending, 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 extending. It stops right there. If I go any further than that, you'll start feeling your lower back. So let's stick to the upper part of the back. If you look from this direction here, as I'm coming up, you're gonna see that I'm slowly, incrementally coming up piece by piece, contracting on the backside. Now, if you want to add a little extra to this, you can work on rotation. Take a deep breath in, expanding your rib cage, and then rotate your torso as far as you can go. Take a deep breath in there, rotate back. Breath in, expand the rib cage, rotate, 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 rotate. And then coming on back, then bring it down. So again, this is a really great way of getting that T-spine, which tends to be around for a lot of people. A lot of overhead athletes, it tends to happen that way. And you're trying to extend that thing coming up. Again, there's not a lower back thing. This isn't like a Superman drill. Nothing wrong with that, but if I'm coming all the way up here, and my ribs are coming up off the ground, I'm now using my lower back. So keep your ribs on the floor, make all the motion happen through the thoracic spine, and then you can rotate, get that breath in at your end range, and do that on both sides. So again, great way of improving T-spine extension, which will help your shoulders a ton. Enjoy.